The inner CV boot split here and spread out all the grease, and it's starting to sound like the bearing inside here is worn out, so got to replace this CV axle. So if the CV axle is stuck, but in this case it wasn't, you could use a punch tool, put it in the center of the shaft, and just hit it with a hammer. I'll disconnect the ABS line. I'll disconnect the brake line, so that gives me a little free play when I disconnect the steering knuckle from the suspension. You got these 3 bearings that pop into the cage. It popped out of the cage, and now I got to pop it back in so I get enough clearance to push this out. The only way to do it is you got to keep rotating until okay, now pop back in. Now we push this out. Into a position to pop it. Okay, almost got it out. There. Woo! Alright, so now I'll get under the transmission, put a pry bar on the inner bearing housing, and just pop the whole thing out. That's it. So when you put the pry bar in here and try to press it out, what it does is it compresses this clip, this retention clip. So when it compresses it, then you can slide the whole unit out. Put some silicone grease on here. This is the area where it meets the seal on the transmission. So I have this seal removal tool. And there's a seal. So this is a new seal. We'll apply some dielectric grease. This is my seal driver kit. This seal fits perfectly in there into the new seal, and then I could just hammer the new seal in. Now we'll put the axle back in. Get the splines lined up. And that's it. So you want to align the splines of this axle to the splines inside the transmission. So you sort of like wiggle it around. Then you just tap it in place. Let's see. Now it's in. Okay. So what I did there was, when I was pushing this in by this action, it's compressing this spring. And then as the shaft continues to go in the transmission, once it goes all the way through and it bottoms out, then the spring opens up. I'm just going to get this in here. rotate this, get the splines to catch. Okay. That's one. That's two. Okay, rotate the shaft. Get to this alignment point here. Take a little chisel. I'm going to put a dent so that the nut won't come off. That's it. And we are done.